So a vampire, werewolf, and a ghost walk into a bar.
Yeah, we got to think of a good response for that.
Yeah, I know. We got nothing.
It's happened too many times. Exactly.
Never heard that one before?
It gets really weird.
Get to know each other.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the
Big way.
thing is that, you know, on paper, the one-line pitch for this show that's pretty much it. I mean, unless you've seen it.
Yeah.
And it is so much more than that. I have to commend you all and writers and everybody. You guys really got it.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank
I'm glad
you.
he likes it.
Yeah, we really tried.
Are you a fan of the original?
Yes, and in spite of that, because there's a tendency to suspect any American version of any British show, because they tend not to be. Anyone who was a fan of the original and, you know, has that same sort of trepidation could look at it in the respect of this is actually an expansion.
That's right.
Of the original.
That's exactly right.
It's the being human
that
expansion.
was our goal.
Yeah.
It's the expansion pack.
We're
going to be sold together, actually, in Target.
You can't actually watch ours without the original. You
Right.
plug in ours.
I have to plug it in, yeah.
It's like, what do you have to play together with two albums that you have to play together to really understand the hidden meaning? You have to play the BBC one and ours at the same time.
And only then is our show any good.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would imagine. Now, you talked a bit in the press conference about the makeup, and I guess this is something that Whitmer's familiar with from Doomsday. I'm actually guessing that, Megan, you probably spend the least time in the makeup chair of anybody.
Well, on a regular day, no. It's probably Whitwer. He doesn't even need makeup.
Yeah, it's
Look
amazing.
At that palest
Like,
skin in the
I'm like,
world.
oh god, I'm in the chair for like an hour and a half getting my shit together. And this guy comes, he's like, I don't want any makeup, and he looks like he's like a porcelain china doll. Yeah, exactly.
Pale, pasty.
Yeah, exactly.
But you described a day during a full moon arc. Actually, Sam described it better than.
Yeah, I know.
I took
Sam
what
moderated
you said,
that
and I
conversation.
condensed it.
Exactly.
Condensed it.
You did.
I said,
you made it
here's the log line, guys.
Yeah.
Huntington does a 21-hour day, 4 hours of sleep, does a 19-hour day after that.
Yeah.
Very easy to.
It was crazy.
digest.
Yeah.
Thank God you have a mouthpiece like him.
I know. Otherwise, I couldn't bitch.
That's right. Yeah.
This makes me able to. I should start. You should tell me what you were upset about, and that way I can be like, this guy.
Yeah.
But then you can rise above it.
Exactly.
That's right.
Now I get to be the better guy and be like, I wasn't even gonna bring it up.
I can rise above what you would.
Yeah, you can. You are able to actually
Here's the pen. You're like, you always do this. You always bring this up.
Now, have you shot the first 13?
Yep.
We did. Yeah.
That would explain the silliness that's going on here with the three of you. Clearly,
This happened on the first day.
Immediately.
Really?
They actually told us to tone down the chemistry on several occasions. They said, because usually you get the opposite note when you're shooting something with, you know, like, okay guys, remember you like each other, and action. No, it's not happening. And so for us, it was, you guys don't know each other yet. Stop having all that comedic timing. Back it off. You're not.
The characters aren't there yet.
But they let us, after a while, they let us do whatever we want.
We were all, bring to it, and
well, mostly you two, man.
I disagree. I actually disagree. I think, I actually think that we start out in a certain way, and you start out in your kind of brooding vampire way. Obviously, you're dynamic, multi-layered vampire. Exactly, you never know where it's going. But then I think, honestly, the way your character develops, you actually open up and you become, you care more. So that actually, the humor actually gets filtered in even more so throughout the season.
And a somewhat drier, somewhat
Yeah.
drier sense of humor perhaps than the other two.
So well.
You know, and then of course your role is the only one who actually is breathing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
congratulations.
Yeah, it's
you got that heartbeat thing.
Can a werewolf be turned into a werewolf vampire?
and
then die and become a werewolf vampire?
Season 2.
Oh my god.
Season 2.
They dive into that in
Underwear.
In the one with Scott Speedman, was that the first one where he's like a vampire werewolf hybrid, like super beat? Yeah, it's awesome because he's got like the gene that allows you to. You remember?
No.
Come on.
I've never seen it. What I will say is that I think what would be great for season 3 is a vampire, werewolf, and a ghost. You know, we're still in the apartment.
Yeah,
then we get 2 new roommates, a mummy, and a Frankenstein.
Dude, and I actually have the idea. I think Megan and I came up with we should all be underground street racers.
Yes.
Exactly.
I think it's
Krav
perfect.
Maga.
Season
Krav
2.
Maga. We are all ninjas.
Lots of nutcase.
Anyways, on that note, Josh is the closest human connection that we have. So.
Well, I'm glad you've got it worked out that far in advance because I don't know. I got a good feeling about this. I think.